I'm here, Thomas Evans, with my play-by-play partner, Kevin Beasley, and Casey Adams on the sideline. We're going to open up with 125 pounds with Drew Mattin versus Liam Cronin.
Mattin coming off an incredible Vegas tournament where he knocked off a couple All-Americans, took 5th place in a star-studded weight class out in Las Vegas.
A really tough tournament, probably the toughest out there outside of the national championships.
Yes, yeah, just studs at every weight class out there. So to do well there is super important, help you get a high seed at the national tournament later in the year.
The Wolverines took 5th in the Las Vegas Cliff Keen Invitational.
Mattin in deep on a double, turns it into a head inside single leg, looking to finish. Cronin diving between the legs, crawls in a scramble, but Mattin able to secure the takedown. Mattin doing a good job of keeping the forward pressure on, weight on the hands of Cronin. Cronin trying to build up in this tripod position. This is going to be a tough position for him to get out here. There's a lot of weight on his hands.
It's a tough position.
Mattin is great with this inside bar ride. A lot of people call it a Blair ride, known from the famous high school, Blair Academy in New Jersey. Kellen Russell, Michigan assistant coach, was known for this ride here. Mattin is doing a great job keeping pressure forward and Cronin on his stomach.
Cronin's back up to his knees. Still got his head on the mat, though.
This ride that Mattin has, is the Blair ride, very, very tough. It looks like he's out to the side doing a lot of work. Really hard for the bottom wrestler to get any wrestling going. He has that arm controlled on the hip. It's going to be really hard for him to get away until he clears that wrist.
Cronin's been down for over a minute. Mattin's looking to get riding time.
Cronin gets to his feet. Big return from
Nice
Mattin,
mat
but a great Granby roll from Cronin. And he gets an escape here on the edge with 45 seconds left to go in the first period.
Super Granby roll. That looked like it was going to be a tough mat return.
It did look like a big return, but he was able to change his hips and roll out of there.
Mattin's got good head and hands.
30 seconds.
Cronin's got his head off to the side a little bit. A noticeable height differential between these two wrestlers, too.
Yeah, Mattin is a huge 25-pounder when it comes to height and size. Cronin doesn't look small by any means, but Mattin is just a really big 125-pounder.
Cronin's looking to avoid a 0-2 trip to the state of Michigan. Indiana took on the Spartans on Friday night, and he suffered a decision loss to Rayvon Foley.
Rayvon Foley's also a highly ranked wrestler, so Cronin's had a lot to chew at on this trip to Michigan, wrestling some highly ranked wrestlers, in Mattin and Rayvon Foley.
Almost looked like a reversal, but we've got a 1-point escape for Mattin.
He's going to have to circle in to avoid a stall call here. Cronin with a lot of forward pressures and snap here as Mattin takes a shot attempt, nothing going though.
We've got our two rookie head coaches, both of them making their first appearance as head coaches at Cliff Keen Arena. Sean Bormett has had one home meet, but that was at Chrysler. Now we're in the intimate confines of Cliff Keen Arena. Nice shot.
Nice low ankle pick turned into a head inside single. Mattin sits the corner. Now we're getting in a little funky position here. Mattin's going to look to keep scooting the corner. Cronin's going to need to get his head up. It's a neutral danger position. He's getting the count. He's awarded the takedown, and now he's getting back points. Wonderful scramble there by Mattin to take the leg attack by Cronin and turn it into points of his own.
And that Cliff Keen crowd really showing their appreciation for Matt in that scramble.
Indiana's going to challenge the call, saying that there's no near fall on that scramble.
We have a coach's challenge from Indiana on the near fall points.
So, Kevin, while the refs look over the replay, what do you see some keys for both teams today?
For Indiana, it's going to be winning the unranked matchups. Michigan does have a lot of ranked wrestlers. For Indiana to steal this duel, they're going to have to win the matches of unranked wrestlers. For Michigan, it's going to be the ranked wrestlers getting bonus points going against a team of Indiana with no top 20 ranked wrestlers. And Indiana obviously needs to avoid the bonus points in the matches where they have the ranked opponents.
Yes, and they're going to be running into a bonus point machine in our next match. But that's why they wrestle the matches.
Exactly, yeah. It might look great on paper, but that's why we come out here and toe the line. You never know what can happen in the sport of wrestling.
So, former national champ Kellen
And it sounds like
out.
Sounds like the call was confirmed. There is near fall.
Here's the official call.
After further video review, the call is confirmed. 2 points near fall for Michigan.
So a 7-1 lead now for Matt.
Nice tripod from Cronin building his base. Mattin doing a great job keeping the weight forward on his hands. It's going to be very tough for Cronin to get out unless he creates some motion here.
25 seconds remaining in the period.
Cronin needs to get the weight off his hands. Mattin doing a great job keeping forward pressure. Eventually breaks him back down to his base.
Cronin's up to his feet for just a moment.
Cronin's doing a great job of working back to his base, getting to a quad pod, but Mattin's forward pressure is a little too much, and he keeps breaking him back down to the base. Mattin's going to finish out the second period on top with over 2 minutes of riding time.
2 minutes, 3 seconds of riding time into the third period.
So Mattin's been tough on his feet during this matchup. Is there a time where he decides, let's go for the major decision, or is he going to work for a turn, do you think?
I think coaches, they'll probably talk about it right here during this blood time, but I think the coaches are going to give him some time to maybe get a turn, and then I think if he doesn't have about 30 seconds in, if he doesn't start working the turn, they'll probably have him cut him loose. It's like we said, this is ranked matchup, or ranked wrestler from Michigan against an unranked wrestler from Indiana. This is where they're looking to get bonus points in this dual meet.
And Cronin's been rode pretty hard. Only scored on back points from the scramble, though. So we'll see if he gets a little fatigued during this period. He's been on bottom a lot with 2:13 in riding time.
Cronin got up to his feet pretty quickly there, much quicker than in the other whistle starts, but Mattin does a good job getting to the edge and getting him out of bounds. Doing a much better job getting the weight backwards, getting the weight off his hands. Mattin still trying to keep forward pressure. Not as much weight on the hands here as earlier in the match.
He's trying to get some hand position.
Cronin up to his feet. Mattin has to return. And another great Grammy by Cronin. It's a very good standing Grammy. He's right back in Mattin's face.
That's a really sweet move. You're right. And he didn't take any time off.
Cronin really pushing the pace here now. Lots of pressure forward, getting to a control tying and underhook. Mattin is going backwards, out of bounds. This could be a stall call here. Mattin does a good job of circling in, though.
The wrestlers know a takedown here is important.
And that's a stall call, Green. Yep, that's been a point of emphasis the last couple of years. If you go out of bounds backwards, they're going to get hit for stalling. You can hear from the Michigan bench that a takedown is a major for Mattin. They're really pushing for bonus points here. Shot from the open. Good defense from Cronin. Front headlock position, back to our feet. Lots of pressure here from Cronin. Forward pressure.
And he's
pushing.
Up.
Throw by attempt to a takedown. And he's getting right back on his head, cutting him. Looks cradle. No escape awarded yet.
No escape awarded.
And
now
Cronin cuts Mattin loose on the edge.
For Michigan.
Scores now 8-4. Mattin has riding time locked up, so essentially 9-4. He's going to be a lot of takedowns if he wants to do it with the take him down, let him up method. Cuts the gap with a takedown there, 8-6. And Mattin's going to walk away with a 9-6 win after riding time. Great third period comeback from Cronin, but not enough as Mattin holds on to get the victory for the Wolverines.